Welcome back to the Sandton Convention Centre. Meetings Africa is where we're broadcasting from this morning. It is the 9th year. The show, of course, is owned by South African Tourism, and the second year managed by the South African National Convention Bureau. So it's wonderful to be a guest here and to walk through. We've just come out of the entrance hall now where you saw the marimba band playing, and we walked into the exhibition hall where we're seeing all of the respective countries and all of South African things that are on display here when it comes to hosting conferences here in South Africa, whether it comes to hotels and different conferencing venues and different tourism activities and team building activities. So this is really the place to come and the place to be if that's what you're interested in, and certainly from around the world as well, because it's proving to be more and more popular when it comes to hosting business conferences around the world here in South Africa. So that's a really, really good feather in our cap. But one thing that's important to note is that there are 37 African countries that are displaying their things here in this Meetings Africa convention. So it's not only South Africa, 37 other countries. But let's break it down into provinces now, and let's speak to somebody who's representing the Northern Cape, and when it comes to what business conferencing has to have in the business arena in the Northern Cape. And it gives me great pleasure in welcoming Peter Kuchane to the program from the Northern Cape Tourism Authority. It's good to have you. Welcome to the program, Peter.
Thank you, Leanne, and thanks for the opportunity to actually chat to you and the viewers. Yes, we as a Northern Cape, we're quite excited to actually have the opportunity to actually exhibit at Meetings Africa, and to try and showcase to the rest of the world what we as a province have to offer in terms of business events, meeting venues, incentive opportunities, and yes, we have quite a lot to offer.
Right, good. Well, let's get to the bottom of that. I mean, what does the Northern Cape have to offer in terms of not necessarily just the tourism side, but if you're having a meeting and you're having your business conference, what does the Northern Cape offer for you?
Yeah, we've recently built a new conference center, 2,500-seater conference center in Kimberley, in what we call the old Big Hole precinct. I'm sure lots of my viewers have actually heard about Big Hole. And within this Big Hole precinct, we've actually built this 2,500-seater Mita Sapere International Convention Center. It's operational. We've had a few meetings. Last year we actually hosted the Kimberley Diamond Process in Kimberley, and we've hosted a number of other big national meetings. So yes, we're quite excited about the fact that we have this beautiful center that can actually offer so much.
Is it growing? The Northern Cape always wanting to grow the tourism, and it's such a lovely province, and yet always seems to fall short when it comes to tourism, when it comes to business conferencing. How's it doing? Are you getting popular when it comes to this?
Well, the Northern Cape had to make a decision at some point in time to actually position itself correctly, and within the tourism sector and normal leisure tourism, it has actually positioned itself as a destination of choice for adventure or extreme adventure tourism, extreme culture and extreme nature. And within the context of that, we've actually created a number of events that we've put together and that we've actually built up over a couple of years. Very recently, we actually the Kimberley Diamond Cup, the International World Skateboarding Championship, it's actually held in Kimberley, and that is part of what it becomes a draw card to actually say, hey, hold on, this is what's happening. Next year, we will be hosting the Bloodhound 1,600 kilometer land speed record attempt in a place called Huckskinpan near Uppington. So yeah, quite a few exciting events within the position of the Northern Cape tourism.
I must say that's one thing that I hope that we're there to cover live, because I think that's going to be that's record breaking. That's absolutely stunning. Much excitement. It was delayed, so it's going to be happening next year now.
According to the organizers and to the current build of the car, the expected arrival time will be around June next year, June 2015. They will come for the first attempt. They will definitely go for breaking the current record, which is standing at 1,228 in 2015, and they may come back in 2016 to actually break the 1,600 kilometer land speed attempt.
Just finally, in terms of revenue, meetings, conferencing within your province, how does it do? How much revenue does it bring in?
Well, we would say that we're actually still a fairly new destination with regards to business events. We are busy in the process of actually developing a strategy for establishing a convention bureau within the province. We've gone through that particular strategy development work, and we're now going through the process of actually having it approved and hopefully finding the right funding to ultimately make the Convention Bureau operational. But in the meantime, Northern Cape Tourism, we operate a business tourism unit, which I'm responsible for.
Well, good luck. Thank you for talking to us from the Northern Cape and trusting that the business conference becomes a great money spinner for the province.
We trust that will actually take place eventually.
Well, Peter Kuchane, who is from the Northern Cape, dealing with or heading up the general manager for the business conferencing side in the tourism department. All right, let's go back now to the Auckland